being down there by yourself, it is peaceful, being able to just hear yourself breathe. Sometimes in a hectic world, that's what you need. You just need to be alone. You need to be by yourself and just listen to your thoughts. Think about life and how things are going. So right now we are headed to Alki Beach. It's right on the waterfront and it's very peaceful whenever you just sit there and take in the sights and listen to the waves and the ocean coming in. My name is Keith Riggins. I'm an instructor at the Divers Institute. I'm the welding and burning instructor. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and I went to Oak Park High School, graduated in 2008. I went to college straight out of high school, but I didn't want to do it. It just didn't excite me. The guidance counselors that talked to us talked about four-year colleges that you can go to, but nobody ever talked about welding or diving. I'd rather work with my hands than sit in a classroom. I joined the military and I was a husky operator, and what that means is I look for bombs. I deployed twice to Afghanistan. First tour, I found 16 IEDs. 3 found me, which means I got blown up 3 times. Going on a mission, this one in particular, the first vehicle in the convoy behind us hit a bomb, hit the gas can that was right underneath the driver and exploded. At the time, we didn't realize what exactly happened. The driver was hanging out of the driver's side door, cut in half, and the passenger was straight up and down. We had to sit there for 2 days while the truck burned. I just took it so hard that I felt the only way to solve what happened was to take my own life. And I locked the door. I had my gun in my hand and I was ready, and I called my dad. He convinced me right then to go and talk to somebody. And thank God I did, because I wouldn't be here if he didn't tell me to do that. Mental health is the #1 cause of suicide within veterans, 22 a day. I've been to more veteran suicide funerals than I have for people that have died in combat. We focus so much on our vets because a lot of us instructors are veterans, and we understand what we go through. So who understands veterans? Veterans. It wasn't easy transitioning from military to civilian life. Coming off active duty, I was like, everybody's gonna hire me. I'll be able to get any job I want. Well, I started making $8 an hour at a mattress store. I was like, this isn't for me. I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. My friend that I deployed with on my second tour showed up at my house, and he was driving this really nice truck, this lifted truck, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he said, I'm a welder. I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to make the money. I want to have a purpose. And seeing him and seeing his success, that's what I wanted. After going through school, I traveled as a welder and went to various nuclear power plants, coal power plants. I felt like I made it. But I wanted more out of my life than just welding topside, and I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I saw a sign that said underwater welding. Well, since I'm from the middle of Missouri, and I was like, that ain't real. Whenever I first got to the campus, I knew that this was exactly where I needed to be. I came back to teach because DIT is just the best experience of my life. When I'm underwater, there's nothing else to focus on other than your breathing. It's like a meditation, and that's what I wanted to bring back to the students. If something is going on in their minds before they get into the water, it's not going to go anywhere whenever they get in the water. So it's very important to be free and clear of any negative thoughts before you get down there. And there are some times, like even for myself, when I was diving or doing work, where I would start to overbreathe and I would panic. And sometimes that happens for the students. I'd get down with them and I look at them right in their face for it, and I grab onto them to, you know, give them some sort of comfort, to let them know, like, it's okay. We're gonna get you out of the water, just don't panic. I want them to know that I have been there and I can relate and I can help you. It's important for vets to know that they have somebody else here for them, because not every single veteran wants to go and talk to somebody. They're struggling, I'll get in the water with them and I'll show them, and seeing them accomplish what I'm teaching them, it makes me really happy. Having them come out of the water and say, that was the best experience, I've never experienced anything like that. That hits home, and that's like, that's what I want. Diving never loses its magic for me. It brought me joy, and I see the same thing whenever I get to dive with the students. Being able to help build America, lay the pipelines, weld them topside, put them in the water, work on the electrical, that's what a lot of veterans want to do. Not everybody wants to go to a four-year college. I would say my advice for somebody that wants to do a trade school, do whatever your heart tells you. We are what build America.